Hello friends, Coastie Chris here. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I hope you're having a great day. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to have you. What we do here on Coastie is we review outdoor gear, apparel, and mindset to help us all connect more with nature and ultimately live a more fulfilling life. Now, what I want to do with this video is go over some of my government-issued equipment that we use on our SAR vests, or search and rescue vests, and no self-respecting Coastie is going to be out on the water without one of these. And the purpose of this video is, one, I just think it's interesting. You might, want to know what kind of equipment we're issued when we're out on the water. And two, I want to help people start thinking about some of the, personal protective equipment, PPE, or survival items and gear that you can use, in your situation. You might not need all these things, but you may want all of them just to give yourself that peace of mind and then go forth and enjoy nature more. So let's get started. We're going to do a high-level overview of what it is in the vest, and then we can do a deep dive after that. The YouTube average length of video that people watch is like 2 minutes, 2 minutes between 2 and 3 minutes. So I want to do a high-level overview, and then for those of you who want to go into a deep dive with me, we'll do that as well. So starting high level, the items that we are issued in our government-issued search and rescue vests, SAR vests, are you have a survival knife, and you get a personal locator beacon. Ours are pretty powerful in the Coast Guard. You get a strobe light, a signal mirror, and then the vest itself, which has some survival features, as you can probably tell. And then, of course, we're going to do a deep dive and go into more detail on these. What I like to add to my SAR vest is, first of all, sunscreen, because I need it, let's face it. And then snacks, of course. So you have a whole pouch over here, a pretty big pouch that's just empty on your SAR vest. And then, some people put whatever they, want in there. I want some snacks, especially if I'm going to be out on the water. I'm going to get hungry. If I'm in the water, I'm going to want some sort of morale boost, so I want that snack. I want to whistle, because again, if I'm in the water, I can only shout for so long. And then a compass, in case I do have to tread water and get towards a direction or communicate in some way. So that's high-level overview of the items here again that were issued, and then the items that I like to add to my own SAR vest. So let's do a deep dive and take a look at some more detail about the items in the SAR vest. First of all, starting off, you have your knife. And what's important about your knife right here is, and before I say anything about the items in more detail, everything is not only in the pouch, but it's also attached with a cord. Here, as you can see, this cord here, that is tied on with a bowline, because a bowline is a fantastic knot that tightens on itself as you pull on it, whereas some knots may pull loose. A bowline will only get tighter. So your SAR knife, your search and rescue knife, divers may recognize it. It's more of a diving knife, and what's important about the search and rescue knife here is that it's not pointed. Everything on your SAR vest should be designed so that it's not going to poke you, it's not going to hurt you. And if you're getting tossed around out at sea, you're not going to want, some Rambo or Navy SEAL, stabby knife. This is a tool, it's not a weapon. And so there's some serrations, and it's more like a diver's knife. Because if you're caught up in some wreckage and that's why you're in the water, you want to be able to cut yourself loose and get yourself out of that situation. So that's the purpose of the knife. It's not a combat knife, it's a tool. The second thing here, we have our personal locator beacon. So this is by far the most expensive part of the gear, and it's the most thoroughly tested, and it's registered specific to me as a operator in the Coast Guard. And when you can flick this over, and I won't set it off, but here you get it prepped, and then you can press your activation button. And what's great about this is it has a strap on it too. You strap it to yourself, or you just put it back in your pocket. Again, everything is tied to me, because if you've ever been in rough seas, especially if you've not only been on rough seas, but in the sea itself, you know you're just gonna get tossed around. There's nothing you can do. You're at the mercy of the ocean or Great Lake. So that's your personal locator beacon. Again, that's a pretty pricey item. Civilians may not find the need for that, especially this one that's registered to you. But something, maybe not as powerful as that, but some sort of personal locator beacon might really be worth it. Then you have the old-fashioned locator beacon, which is the strobe light. Now, the strobe light configuration goes well with the design of the vest, because what you do is you go ahead and it has Velcro on the back of it, and you slap it on the Velcro right here. And you turn that sucker on, and then you're good to go. So, I really like the strobe light. If you've ever looked for somebody in the water, you realize just how hard it is to find a head that's bobbing up and down. This strobe light really will save your life. Between the personal locator beacon and the strobe light, I would go with the strobe light first in your survival equipment before you invest in that personal locator beacon. It's the original beacon. Then you have your signal mirror. So down here, again, it's connected with a cord with a bowline on both ends. This signal mirror is designed to be a signal mirror. It's not just a piece of mirror that you happen to MacGyver into it. What you do is you look right through the little peep, and if you look at some light through the peephole, and it gives you instructions on the back, when the peephole turns red, that's when you know you are actually reflecting light. And so you want that peephole to be red and pointed in the direction of whatever you want to see you, and you can be assured that you are actually reflecting light to them. With just a piece of glass or something, you never quite know if you're getting the sunlight where you want it. So having a signal mirror that's designed to be a signal mirror is great. So before I put that back, I mentioned also that the vest itself has some really good survival features. In this same pocket, you have a here's my whistle as well. We'll get to that. So here you have a strap on the vest itself that you can use to hook up to other vests. Here we have where is it? I mean, you can hook it up to anywhere, but we have a specific here. You have a little ring that you can hook the end of your strap to, because again, you're just gonna be rocked around, and you wanna be as cohesive of a survival unit as you can be to help us, the Coast Guard, find you better. So we don't want to find one survivor here and there. We'd rather find 7 all connected together at once, and then mission accomplished. So those are the also on the vest itself, it has reflective straps, which really help when we're using searchlights. And I know you're not going to have a government issued survival vest, but it's just good to keep in mind as you're looking for some of your own survival equipment if you're going boating, or if you're doing more serious boating, like you're a merchant mariner or like a private captain. So I have my whistle as one of my additional items. I've attached it with a bowline as well. And then, of course, I have my side pocket here, and that's where I put my snacks, my sunscreen. Some guys, they put, tobacco products in there or something. But that's what you have on your government-issued SAR vest. I hope you found this, video helpful. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it and what you'd like to see next. I really appreciate everybody's support on the channel. I hope you stay safe out there and enjoy nature. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel to join our Coastie community, and most importantly, have fun out there. Coastie Chris out.